Hi, everyone. It is me, Sailor Jupiter, Sailor King World, Lita here. And today I want to talk about why I never got in a bind with Toei over ownership or double right. Well, the quick answer is I don't upload anything or have anything in my films or live streams or shorts that Toei or any other business could say, oh, we have ownership over that. We got double right over that. You know, and a lot of folks believe that fair work is something that stops you from being in a bind. No, fair work is something that you or your lawyer says when you are in lead of a gathering high diva and the oath takers and meets you think your work meets the standard of fair work. Now, first off, some folks would seek that boring if they can't do any of those things in their film. Well, I shield myself from that. And that's why Toei never came after me, because I never had anything in my films that they would have ownership and double right over. And that's the grounds to why I stopped making films with Anita in it. And that would have been around 24 between a while anyway, when I stopped doing that. But I even stopped doing that even before that. Now, I could be wrong about this, but what I heard was in Dawnland, there is no fair work. It's either you own it, you got the double right, that's it. You go in the lead of the Kaiserreich or Kaiserreich High Diva or whatever, and you're a lawyer, and you cannot say, oh, I believe this work meets fair work, because they don't have fair work in Dawnland. So, yeah, at least that's what I heard. So, anyway, that's why I don't have any songs, anything from plays or drawing shows or drawing films or, that they would have ownership and double right over. And a lot of Sailor Moon followers get irked over this and think, well, I'm following the oversights. Or are you? Because you don't know if you're following the oversight or not. And if you never do get in a bind with them over ownership and double right of your work, then yeah, you're lucky. Well, I don't want to ever be in a bind with that. So that's why you're not going to see any Sailor Moon things in these films. And someone's going to say dolls. Yeah, but then again, the dolls were made for anyone to gather, play with, or show off, or whatever. So, yeah. Alright? So, no Sailor Moon songs, nothing from the drawing show, or the drawing films, or live show, or the plays, or anything like that. And that's why I was never in a bind with Toei when it came to ownership and double right. And why, even if they ever did come to this fairway, they wouldn't hear or see anything that was owned by them that they would have to flag, for ownership and double right. And the same would go for the Now Golding's business, which has no website, And a lot of folks might, think that, a lot of folks might, might scathe me or shame me or say, oh, you don't trust fair work? No, I don't trust fair work as far as I can throw it, to be honest with you. I believe I believe that fair work is nothing more than a means to get yourself in a bind. It's like a lie. A stunt, a lark. We'd see if someone is dumb enough to believe in fair work. Oh, so you are? Well, now we got you now. And I never want to be in that bind. with the Toei business or the Adelaide Niall Golding's business over ownership and double right over either likenesses or songs or drawing shows or drawing films or plays or song shows, or do you call them song plays too, I guess, that they got ownership and double right over, that you can lose your good standing over. It doesn't take much for that to happen. So that's why I was never in a bind with Toei or Tanaka Takaguchi over ownership and double right over Sailor Moon. If you like this film, give it a like, share, and playlist it, and we'll see you later.